Hey guys, welcome back. It's Lucid, and we got another turn here in a mountain arena. We have a magic phase attack. Oh my goodness. A bunch of Machakas gems. Training for a bunch of Machakas gems since they're on their way out. That's really clever. Something I don't do enough of is contact dying players, try to buy their gems off them. But yeah, we got a magic phase attack. Apparently Yomi is under siege by the Jinn. Wait, what? No, he didn't get the Soul Stone of the Wolves, did he? He barely takes that. Wait, did he get... I mean, he could have cast Call of the Wild. Right? That's the spell. Am I wrong? We might not have access to it as omniscience. Some of the spells are taken away from us. Yeah, I mean, it's possible you get the artifact off Indies. And I haven't been paying attention. I'm actually going to send him a message. Okay, let's see. Okay, cool. Let's start with Ubar then. So, where did he here? Of all places. That just is strange. I mean, he's got a big group of dudes coming, and with Holy Scourges, he'll be able to fuck up some, especially on a Sultan. I mean, Sultans are not going to fuck around. I think a Sultan will probably fuck up a Dione with the Holy Scourge. But Dione are spooky, especially multiple of them. And it's possible I don't think you want to try to assassinate Dione with Shaitan. I think that's a great way to lose Shaitan. So, I mean, let's take a look at these guys real quick. They are, yeah, 18 morale. Ooh, nope. Don't want to fight these with Shaitan. Nope, 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 nope. Nope, 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 nope. I mean, you could do it, okay? Like, I'm here to tell you, most things in Dominions, if you put your heart, mind, and soul into it, you can figure out a way. But I'm saying you are swimming against the current on that one, trying to corrupt Dione with Shaitan. Nope, 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 nope. Bad fucking idea. But you know, maybe he makes it happen. This turn's 40. Oh my god, there's so many gems. Ubar, you goddamn fiend. You goddamn fiend. I mean, he's an astral power. He's got a crystal citadel with crystal mages. He's got, oh my god. I get freaking triple teamed. I don't even get to enjoy playing Ubar. It's like one of my most stressful games. Meanwhile, over here, freaking 2 sites with sages and a site with the crystal mage. Jesus Christ almighty. And it gave him a free fort. That motherfucker. That motherfucker. You were so goddamn lucky. You were so goddamn lucky. He gets a free fort. He gets this. Casual 1,000 wall defense too. And he got the robe of the sorceress. I think that's how we actually found this, was the astral on that sorceress. Jesus Christ almighty. All right. I think I had Ubar position too. I can't remember exactly what the rankings were last game, but I had Ubar high up there, even though he hasn't really won his first war yet. I mean, you literally cannot have much of a better start as Ubar, aside from just eating one of your neighbors. But he's apparently going to pick a war with Yomi, they've got some stuff, okay? You know, Yomi is a poor as fuck nation in general. Like, they're doing great in the game, right? But they are bottom of the pack. Like, for people who aren't on their way out, they are by far and away the poorest, all right, for income. That affects a lot of things, like how many troops you can have, how many mages you can get. You're just poor as shit, and you feel it for sure when you're playing Yomi. Okay. So So he sends a Dione in here to attack 3 Dione to attack this barbed PD dump. And they've got Iron Skin and Flying Shield. These are all air randoms, which is very lucky. And these guys have fear too, so the barb should rout soon. Some of these guys... Okay, this guy's taking a bit of a beating. Yeah, I mean, that was a spooky PD dump, but that's one of the reasons why you don't do PD dumps against super combatant nations, because they take it out pretty casually, as you see here. Where did the fun wagon? Oh, no, there weren't any. These were the Ichthids. Gotcha. Fun wagon's coming up here. They bounce again, trying to take this. And again, it's an enlarged Dione, because you see the Naminari here, who I'm certain cast enlarge. Yep. With a gem. Cast enlarge. Goodbye. So that's pretty cool. Fun wagon strat. God, I don't think you should have waited. Well, I guess he had to... I was expecting a big battle here this turn. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think you... I mean, look. This is one of those weird situations in Dominions where it's like, you're checkmate in 10. Do you want to change it to checkmate in 5? If you take a fight here, you just lose. Right? There's no way you beat this. Let's take a look at it. He's got some Demons of the Heavenly Rivers, which is really cool too. Yeah, you don't beat this. Oh, he's got Moss Body cast on these fuckers. Quickness cast on them. Oh my god. These things are going to be so fucking scary. I mean, these are big beefy dudes. They go Berserk. Berserk plus 4. 37 damage Great Club. Like these 18 attack, 18 defense with quickness on and swiftness. Casual 30 combat speed. The odds of this army beating that army are approximately... And Vanheim has a bit more stuff that can ride out. Are approximately 0, though. Actually 0. It's going to be over so fast. What do you do? This is the kind of thing. Checkmate in 10 or checkmate in 5. Right? Like, if he rides out, it's going to be checkmate in 5. If he stays, sits in his capital, doesn't do anything, it's checkmate in 10. Right? Like, it's a losing situation either way. I think he's just boned. I don't think there's anything you can do. The only solution is really Jedi shit with Milkworts, which, just gonna go ahead and lay it out there, ain't gonna be easy. I don't even know if that's possible. Ooh, 2 insights? I think we'd seen that before, but that's cool. Not looking very good for Vanheim. Not looking super great. I mean, I don't know. I really don't know how this will go against Yomi. I could see it going either way. The Shaitan aren't going to do a ton, I don't think, as seducers against Yomi. But archery's going to fuck up Long Dead, and like he should have flaming arrows, right? So flaming arrows archers are going to fuck up everything except Dione. And then he can easily just totally scourge down Dione with Sultans or something. There is a chance that these guys on attack closest or on attack large or something can... Nah, even then. Because, there's wolves and other things. I don't think you can, kill Dione and assassin battles. Even with Holy Scourges, I think it probably wouldn't happen. But there's a chance you can do it if you're on fly attack and you don't cast any spells. But, yeah, I don't know. You could test it. I expect it's hard. But maybe I'm overestimating how difficult it would be. There's a chance Yomi goes ahead and goes for the Throne of Earth. This would be super sick for him to pick up. Get a bonus reinvigoration. Nothing to complain about there. But yeah, I was expecting that we'd have a really cool battle to look at here with TNG and Vanheim, and alas, we're left wanting. And with that, let's come over and take a look at the Lanka Machaka situation. A scout gets patrolled out here. I think he's gonna. Oh no, he's riding out with the bird with his god. Pretty risky. Not. Oh, he gets attacked by Indies here. Otherwise, he would have been able to trace income. What a dick punch! I mean, he has Misfortune 3. So, you know, I guess these scales aren't free after all. But, you know, I mean, that's denying him about 120 gold this turn. Very rough. It's possible Machaca could have anticipated this move and rode out here with whatever he had and tried to Flaming Arrows it again. I think if you want to, like, just... I don't think this is any longer a winnable position for Machaca. But he could have killed this with a PD dump and his archers, probably. And if he did, I know there were probably, like, a fair number of imp summoners and stuff, but enough PD and enough archers... might have been able to hold it with the god. And if you did, you'd extract your pound of flesh. Sitting in the cap, I don't think is quite the optimal move, but like I said, it's a little bit, again, the same thing as before. Checkmate in 10 or checkmate in 5. You know, you pick. Sitting in the capital, you risk drawing it out to maybe like 15 or 20. I mean, if you ride out and you were to defeat this smaller army, you open up the slightest chance of coming out of this and winning against Lanka. It's not a big chance. It's a very, very small chance. You open a small chance if you take a fight here and win. But you also open up the opportunity of like losing in 15 rather than in 10 turns. But if you ride out and you die, you're dead in 5. If you sit in your cap, you're probably dead in 10. And of course, those numbers are just kind of pulled out of my ass, but it's, you know, just the idea. That you could be dead sooner or later, depending on what you do. And there's, of course, more Lanka dudes up here who are probably going to raid out this way. I don't know how this guy is going to do. I think with Fire Shield, like a really strong Fire Shield, it's possible that he could tank these guys, like a squad of like 10 or 15. I think it's possible, but I also don't really know. Coming down... we have Indies taking rightful vengeance against the elves. And we have the elves striking out over here against Agartha. Taking this very juicy and valuable farmland and meanwhile cutting off income from this underwater province. Agartha has templed this and said, this is mine now. He's also found an enchantress site, which is super fucking good for Agartha, which doesn't get nature mage access. Okay, we've got fireworks here for the elves versus the Agarthans. So this is little elves versus a bunch of magma kids. And let me just tell you, boys and girls, as I think I mentioned last time, elves do not do good against magma kids. It's like if magma kids had something they were good at, it would be murdering elves. Get him. Oh, the elf got away. So a bunch retreated. They could have killed more. Did he? Let's see if he did Strength of Giants here. Nope. Some lesser earth elementals. It's got a Ring of Tamed Lightning. Okay. Here we have Tienan managing to successfully cut off some... These were reinforcements that Agartha was like, hey, we're going to hang tight. We're going to build a temple. We're going to bring in some reinforcements, and we're not going to, you know, not going to push our luck too much. But these Tuatha are messing these dudes up. Loses 3 Tuatha, but takes control of the province. Kills 3 Sacreds, routes another 2. Very solid win for TNN here. Here the elves catch a nature mage. There might have been a temple here, I think. He might have been making these. Because Agartha does need nature mages. And he's casting Tango Vines. If there was PD here, that might have been enough to kill some of these, but... Agartha seems to have gotten himself in a bit of hot water. A bit of hot water. The elves were positioned to strike, and they did. Now, they lost some, but I think when you factor in all the things, this was a very good turn for Agartha. This is a very good turn for Agartha. Not for Agartha, I'm sorry, for TNN. It's okay for Agartha in that they expanded down here, took some more stuff, and are going to be moving up. And they, I think they can defend themselves against the elves a good bit. Like, I could easily see the elves losing a bunch of raiding squads in the next couple turns if they pick the wrong province to raid. But this individual turn was pretty painful for them. If Agartha somehow if all these guys collapse on Agartha's position here and somehow win, it's going to be very difficult if there's friendly Agarthan Dominion here, which there is, and he's building a temple. I don't know if they can, but if they do, it's going to be very painful. I think Agartha should consider trying to move on top of this fort. It's only a palisade. He can move in and pop it. He might have to give up this. That's one of the things I don't like about unforted temples. You're inclined to protect it. I think you want to move on top of this, take this fort. You don't want to sit still, which he seems to be doing. Possible the god on top could knock out the friendly Dominion. But it's also looking like he's patrolling. I actually don't know how this would go. I mean, maybe he wouldn't win against Kappas and enemy Dominion. Maybe if there are a bunch of elves here too. But if he could somehow bust this palisade, he would be in good shape. But maybe this is a big fucking trap I would have just walked into. So hard to say. But looking very spicy here between Agartha and the elves. And I think this is any man's game at this point. Definitely very good that the elves went on the offensive rather than trying to fight Agartha's game, like fight into him on his dominion with his god. He's going to kind of let Agartha do what he wants, but he's going to harry the back lines. And then potentially everything he wants except get on top of this fort. I think he's patrolling here, so we'll have to see. He's also probably going to go attack underwater here because he's got a ton of Kappa, and Agartha's not really going to be able to defend this at the moment. So we will see, but this is very spicy. And we've talked about Lanka and Machaca coming over to Vanheim. Again, we have some very free Misfortune 3 scales as he gets attacked by a very, very casual 58 barbarians. I wish, Ball, I could tell you this was sent by me, but sadly this was from Illwinter. Those free Misfortune scales coming through. His god out, Slap Chop, the Great Sage, is out site searching, it looks like. Trying to find him some juicy sites. So if he doesn't... significantly, the Steel Evans Fort is up. And oh my god, we have some battles here with Niflheim. So this is this cave province that was a choke point between their two borders. And there had been, I think the previous turn, 3 Niefel Jarls that were here that could be here. But he only sent one, and this is Chillsmith, the Niefel Jarl, who has a whopping fucking 34 protection, which is ridiculous. And this isn't even the one... I don't know where he's getting all these earth gems. He must be trading for them. Okay, I don't like casting Frighten off script. Maybe there was something else he was intending to. Okay, you're going to try to protection tank Vanhere's. This is probably possible with this build, right? But it's just so many DRN rolls. Did Ballin bring what he needed to? Which was any kind of fucking weapon for one of his thugs, and he did not. True to the low effort ways of Ballin Stalin. All right, so we're going to see some things. This actually, we don't know this, but this is science, okay? Or they don't know this. We're going to see, can you tank with 10 fire resistance, 10 cold resistance, can you take a Niefel Jarl with a heat aura and fate weaving bless? Or will you kind of go to sleep? They already have a decent amount of effective encumbrance. They're going to be getting 3 fatigue around from Berserk, and they've got 5 encumbrance. The thing is, there's going to be also just a tremendous number of DRN rolls with 6 attacks per tile coming in. Oh, he didn't kill this one. And if you don't kill him, they get very fucking angry. Fortunately, he got crippled. Okay, there's some very big hits coming through. How is he getting hit for 21 damage? It'd be kind of cool if you could filter these by, like, you know, damage to this unit or something, or damage from this unit, or I don't know. Like, get rid of the zeros. Did I miss it? Okay, here we go. Vanhere for 21 points of damage. Okay, so armor defeating hit, protection reduced by 9. This is most likely because the Niefel Jarl is fatigued out. Okay, so this is really important. He basically did double damage just from the armor negating hit. And then on top of that, he gets a ridiculous roll on damage, 22. Okay. Yeah, he's very high fatigue. So that is the problem by throwing this plate mail, is you're going to start getting these armor defeating hits. Okay, and I think it's over. He's just dead. Okay, before he dies, I mean, some of these guys have a lot of fatigue. He does have a chest wound. Okay, here he took some fatigue damage. Here he took a little bit of fatigue damage. He's definitely taken some, but he's not taken a lot. So it's mostly effective. He's now trying to run. So his defense is at 0. He's regenning up. Oh, I say that as he gets chopped in half. Could he have face tanked all these? My guess is actually he could have if he were fatigue neutral. So I mean, honestly, it's not that terribly hard with this build. I think I'm more fatigue neutral. 7 encumbrance is very high. Okay, you don't want to do air shield. Oh wait, no, they were casting air shield. What did he cast? Blessing? He cast blessing twice. We're gonna just nitpick the shit out of this, guys. I'm sorry if it's annoying you, but we're learning. Okay, he casts blessing once, and from that gets 12 fatigue, which is the spellcasting encumbrance. He casts it again. A mistake. Gets another 12 fatigue. Okay, you don't want to do this. Sermon of Courage. 34 fatigue. Also a mistake. Frighten. Also a mistake. He hasn't cast one thing here that's useful. I think you, except the first blessing. I think you just bless yourself and run in. Or you bless yourself and hold and wait for your fatigue to come down. Then you're fighting at 0. Now, would you win? Hard to say. Probably not. But you're going to give yourself a long time to fight, and maybe you can chill these fuckers out before you fatigue out yourself. Because now you're starting at 46, and the thing is, like, you don't have to get to 100 to lose. Like, you start taking, you're going to start having attack and defense penalties. You're going to start getting, critical hits coming through. Like, you really want to be lower protection than this. So I mean, we don't know what he has researched either, but I think it's possible, especially with 3 dudes. I can understand not using 3 if only one of them has good armor, but I think reinvigoration here, or not reinvigoration, fatigue was the critical thing. Might have lost anyway without fatigue management, but or might have lost anyway with fatigue management. Anyway, very cool. Very cool. Some Niefel Jarls here. They seem a little trapped. I don't really know where they're going to go. Unless they have mountain survival, they're not crossing this. I think it would be worth considering taking a Mountain Survival Bless on Niflheim if you've got a little bit of extra earth to spare. That is some spooky shit. Okay, now Vanheim ate shit, basically, like on the first turn of war. But I was sticking to my guns that this was not a good matchup for Niflheim. And we're seeing it so here. There's just not any depth in terms of what he can do at the moment. I mean, he has managed to find and he doesn't have any earth sites. He's definitely trading for these. But he's definitely found some, he's found some nice, he's gotten nice items to put on his Niefel Jarls. I will credit him with that. But it's just, you need more versatility in your strat. And, that leaves us, well, let's come down. We'll take a look here at the Micklin situation. Micklin's on the cap. He's got an army of siege chaff marching in. There's hardly anything inside. He's cracked it, so he's probably going to be storming it now. But, play this out a few turns in your head, boys and girls. Vanheim is about to plunder Niflheim. Niflheim's going to have to bring this back. He's not going to want to part with this land. He certainly can't defend it. Right? So Micklin, if they're clever, will go ahead and start taking this, and then even start taking this. Like, take this fort, take this fort. Like, Micklin should not hunker down now, because Vanheim is going to be just plundering the shit out of Niflheim. I think Micklin needs to, come in here and take all of this, and then they'll be at war with Vanheim. And I think they have a bless that will fuck up Vanheim pretty fierce. Because basically, Vanheim's dudes don't have great defense, right? And they really want you to hit them and to make them berserk. But they're going to basically get one hit killed by Jaguar warriors. I think Micklin wins this, but it's hard to say exactly or for sure. No sign yet of Aussies, but presumably they'll be coming. And of course, okay, take everything I say with a grain of salt. I know you already do, but it's possible Vanheim has some plans that could make him win this conflict with Micklin. But I think the map is just opening up for Micklin. And this is one of the problems with them 2v1ing this. Not only is this a really awkward distribution of land, but now the free agent has stabbed one of them in the back. And so it's really only going to work out for one of the people that was involved in the 2v1. So that's interesting. Not a lot to see here in terms of battles, other than what we saw, which was this Niefel Jarl getting punked. But this is pretty significant. Yeah. Niflheim still probably has a pretty decent income, but I feel like the wheels have come off the wagon. The wheels are off the wagon. Where's Niflheim? They still look fine, guys. But the wheels are off the wagon, I'm telling you. It's not going to be good. If anybody can screw this up, I feel like it's Ballin. No offense, buddy. But this is not a good situation to be in. There are things totally that Niflheim can do against Vanheim, like Skelly spam, and maybe they can even fluff or buff these Niefel Jarls a bit more, but yeesh. Don't like it. I don't see it happening here. All right, we're at the end of this episode, guys. Tune in next time, see what happens. We're going to have more cool shit. Hopefully, well, we'll see something next turn, because I think this fort's... Oh, it's not quite popped yet. Hit on Matrus to ride out. We'll get to see the storming of Sarum Asia. And then maybe Machaka makes a play and moves an army here and catches these guys, or moves an army here. So we'll get to see, maybe this guy comes here, protects this, right? And then this army goes here and intercepts these dudes. Who knows? Lots of cool plays that may or may not happen. Tune in next time, see what happens. Until then, take care.